Hello everyone and good morning. I hope you're all doing fantastic out there. I'm going to share a couple quick things here and then we'll get on to some business. The first thing is I installed the light that I was talking about installing. The reason why I installed this light is because I ordered this light for $15 off of Amazon. It's a 36 LED bulb light on each side. There's 36 small LEDs. Now when this fixture is turned on with both sides lit, it's drawing 2.7 watts. So it is a little more than your standard one bulb LED fixtures, but it's really bright at dark and it gives me the light I need. The other thing about this light is I have hardwired it to go up, down, around, down, and into my custom built battery bank below. This way I can have a light source all night that's running off my batteries instead of the two batteries that are currently under the hood that are practically dead. So it just gives me more light, and maybe I can get away with using, I've had them for a couple nights here, and maybe I can get away with just using those and not using any of the other exterior lights. So I'm really happy about that. That was $15 on Amazon. How's Jax doing? How you doing, buddies? Morrow. Alright, then we're going to go outside real quick and I'm going to show you one other thing. Urban boondocking today. These are both RV Camco products. The first one is a 45-degree elbow. So this piece right here, basically what this does is it relieves the pressure. In other words, if I was to bring a hose from the ground up and then put the hose into here, the hose is naturally going to be curved back down to the ground. It's always going to be putting tension on this spout that's here in my RV. Thus, you break seals up here, you could have leaks and stuff like that. What this 45-degree angle does is it makes sure that the hose can just come straight up and not put extra pressure on this right here. And then the bottom piece right here is a water regulator. Both of these pieces I had on my last RV, and I strongly recommend them if you're going to plug into parks, because not all of them have the same regulated pressure in their water system that you hook up at the campground. So this just kind of ensures that you're never going to get too much pressure, therefore you're not going to burst your plumbing pipes inside. This one was 15, and I think this one was like 10, so not too bad. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is tires, but just real quick, I want to reiterate the fact that I'm not stressed or in a bad mood about the tires. I knew I needed tires. I've been putting them off. It's probably time to not put off getting new tires anymore, as I can see the steel belt through this tire. It's just terrible, scary, bad. My inside dually back here was flat. In other words, this tire back here was completely flat, not even registering a PSI. Brought it all the way up to 70 PSI. It was totally flat. And this tire, now it's got gouges and chunks missing out of it. It's cracked. I'm showing that because it's a progress in anybody's life when you start looking at your checklist, you know, of stuff. So I knew the brakes needed some work, or at least looked at, probably the rotors and some other stuff. So with my list of stuff I have here of prioritizing, tires just got bumped up to number one. And that's really hard to do because I'm trying to decide if I'm just going to buy, like, well, what I wanted to do was buy two at a time, like I did with the last Tioga, and I can't do that. I either have to get 6 used tires and try to get a good deal on them, or I have to wait till next month and buy 6 brand new tires for somewhere between $1,000 and $1,400. So I'm gonna work on that, and I'm not going to be driving the RV long distances anymore, and I'm gonna be being very careful. So, also another little update here about diagnosing the blinker problem that's still going on. I spent a lot of time the other day just being parked and running the engine and using these and just trying to make it short, and it never did short. I wiggled wires and everything, and now I know it's got something to do with driving that makes them short. And what I've done now, since the cruise control has never worked, it's just never worked, I unplugged it down here to see if maybe there's something in the steering column that's causing that short. So we'll try that for a little bit here today, see if I can make my turn blinkers short. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You go for a ride? Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride. Come on. Okay, and somebody asked me to do a video on a cold start of the RV. I'm not going to make a whole video dedicated to starting the RV in the morning, but here's what happens in the morning. Just pump the gas 3 times because it's carbureted. Start her up. It's a morning, late summer start for the RV. How you doing, buddy? I don't want all that extra hair. You can keep that. All right, hey guys, just left the reception. We had the funeral and reception for my grandma today, so all my family from up and down I-5 was there. It was really nice to see everybody and catch up, and it was, yeah, it was needed. It was nice. It was nice to get together with people. Before the reception, though, I drove around town for about an hour using my blinkers perfectly. Blinkers working nonstop all the time. As soon as I got on the freeway, pretty much as soon as, and I kept testing it, but as soon as I hit overdrive gear in the transmission, checked it, blinkers were out, 15 amp fuse blown. Now, I'm only talking about this because it's literally just been evolving. I mean, it's just been this ongoing problem for the last several weeks. And, you know, thank you for all the support and help and ideas and stuff. I still do not have a tool for taking off the steering wheel. So, yes, it may be a cheap part to put in a new multifunction switch inside the actual column right here, but I don't have the tools to remove this, so I'm trying other things right now. And eventually I may even end up doing that, but I'm going to talk to my buddy again tonight. We're probably going to end up probably disconnecting the backup lights for now to try to see if it still does it without the backup lights. And then I'm going to have to go down and search these wires individually and probably still going to have to rewire the system. I have this feeling that the wires somehow are on top of something hot, like the exhaust or the transmission case or something, and because it only happens at high speeds. It doesn't happen in town all day, but as soon as you get on the freeway, like 55 miles an hour when overdrive kicks in. So, gonna do that, and then I'm gonna check the trailer brakes back there. I'm going to pull out the entire housing of the brake lights, turn signals, and check all the bulbs and all the wires, make sure nothing is grounded. To pop a 30 amp fuse a couple days ago, it's kind of scary. That's a lot of amps. So, no biggie. Just these little things that stress me out, you know. And about the tires, you know, I'm doing them my way. For those that watch my channel, you know, I don't just have $1,400 laying around to make these fixes. A lot of RVers that follow me that have unlimited income, that's a great idea. Just, you know, buy new tires or open a line of credit at Les Schwab or Pet Boys and get your tires when you need them. I'm trying to prove that you can just get it done on a smaller budget when funds are available, and yeah. We're gonna make it work, and everything's gonna be fine here, and we'll be hitting the road here soon, but gotta take care of what we gotta take care of. All right, you guys will have a good day, and talk to you in a few days. Are you driving up here? Can you drive? Can you put your paws up here? Hey guys, Jack's here, along with his human servant Eric. Thanks for watching our RV channel. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up below. Don't forget to watch all of our other videos. We got some great material out there. Subscribe to our channel so you can get the latest updates here on the road. Can you say hi? Talk to you guys later.